YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Once again, shout out to y'all. Y'all are real ones. Y'all are turning up on every video. And I know it's been a day past, you know, the uploading schedule that I usually have, but I've been busy. And I don't know what else to tell y'all other than I've been busy. But we are back today, so none of that matters. With that being said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notices so you don't miss an upload. You don't want to miss an upload, man. I'm telling you. We're dropping banger builds. We're doing build reviews. We got our tier list for the other positions coming. We already did small forwards. We still got centers, power forwards, shooting guards, and point guards coming soon. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Got your post notices on so you don't miss out. We are back with another build today. One I came up with myself, and I think it's pretty fire. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Today, we got position shooting guard, height 6'6", weight 225, wingspan 6'10". The build is inspired by the Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant, RIP. I have one of these on my channel, but I wanted to make an upgraded one or an updated one. And I think this one's pretty fire, but you guys know Kobe, mid-range demon. Defensive demon, finishing demon, and that's kind of what I was going for. We got a two-way inside the art creator, and I think it's a pretty fire build name. So we're going to hit continue and get right into the attributes. Up first, we got close shot 85. I kind of like this because you are going to get float game, hook specialist, and paint prodigy, and Kobe can play below the rim, so I did like that I at least had some 85 close shot, but this did upgrade with post control. Driving layup, we got a 71. Now this I'm not too happy about, I'm not gonna lie, but I had to sacrifice this for what I really wanted to get, which was 89 driving dunk. I wanted to make sure I got 89 driving dunk, wanted to get some contact dunks, wanted to be able to boom on people, dunk at a high rate, because what's a Kobe build if you can't dunk at a high rate? So that's what I was going for. Standing dunk 39. I'm not catering to anybody who wants 40 standing dunk on a build. I'm cool with 39. I don't need standing dunk at all. You're going to get dunk packages regardless. Post control, we went with the 90. Now, the reason I went with the 90 is because I wanted to make sure that this build got legend post fade phenom. So right now, as you can see, it has Hall of Fame. Now, once again, I'm not telling you guys to make this build exactly how I make it, but you can take it, use it as a template, and make the build how you would like it. If I was going to make this build, I would be cap breaking my mid-range to get this post fade phenom up to legend. So with that being said, we're going to go to the shooting, and you're going to get 92 mid-range. I would cap break this up to 94, so I get not only post fade phenom on legend, but you're also going to get set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. Going to make this build very, very, very good in the mid-range area. Going to be able to fade from the midi, shoot post fades, do a lot of things from the mid-range, bro. It's going to make this build very, very, very good. 3-point shot, we went with the 75. Now, the rest of my points, because I only need 2 for mid-range, I'm going to put, if I only got 5, I'm putting the rest on 3-pointer. You're going to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist. So shooting threes with a 78 3-pointer and even a 75, if you don't have cap breakers, you're going to be able to knock them down. Like, it's going to be a little bit harder, but you will be able to shoot. I'm not going to lie, you definitely will be able to shoot. So that's why I went with the 75 3-pointer. Plus, trying to make Kobe, you got to have a high mid-range. Kobe wasn't that great of a 3-point shooter, but he can knock them down. So I went with the 75 for that reason. Like I said, I would cap break it. I'm going to go +2 on mid-range and then +3 on 3-point shot to get a 78. And if you got more, of course, you can keep on adding them in other places. Free throw, we got a 78. Now, can't say I'm not looking out for the rec heads, because guess what? 78 free throw, you'll be able to knock them down. So I don't want to hear anything. On to the playmaking. You're going to get 71 pass accuracy. You guys know me. I think 70 is enough. You really only need 70 to pass the ball around and not be turning the ball over. Now, of course, you're not going to be the point guard on a team with this build, and you can be, but you're not going to be a distributor. You're going to be a scorer with this build. So 71 I think is more than enough. You're going to get silver dimer. I'm cool with that. Next, we got 86 ball handle. Now, I like the 86 because Kobe wasn't a big ball handler. Of course, he can handle the ball, but I think 86 is perfect for Kobe. You're going to get ankle assassin on silver, handles for days on silver. Strong handle on Hall of Fame, which I was really happy about, and you still get unpluckable. The build will be perfectly fine handling the ball. Speed with ball, we get a 75. I know a lot of you aren't going to be too happy about this. I'm cool with this because my tier 1 max plus 1, guess what it's going to? Lightning launch. You're going to get gold lightning launch on this build. You can put it there. You can still use silver and be perfectly fine though. So that's what I would do with this build. On to the defense, this is a part of the build that I think is pretty fire. You're gonna get 70 interior. Gotta have something. Once again, I'm making a Kobe build, trying to make it like Kobe, but I'm still trying to make it a usable build in all the game modes. So we got 70 interior, play hands up with a 6'10 wingspan. You're gonna be able to get a stop. Perimeter defense, you get a 92. So you're gonna be able to box people. Now, once again, like I said, you don't have to make this build exactly like this, but you can use this build as a template and tweak it. 92 is pretty high. I think that's really high. You can lower this down and put attributes in different places. I like the 92, but like I feel like low-key this is more than enough. This is a little bit overpowered. Not necessarily like it's actually overpowered, but like as far as putting it in the build, this is a little OP to be doing. You could take, if you're going to change up this build and you would need a suggestion from me for what you should move down, move your perimeter down to like anywhere from 85 to I would say 89 at the max, and just take those points and put them in different places, bro. Like you're going to be fine with 85 perimeter defense, I promise you. Steal, you get a 62. I don't spam square on this game. You're still going to get interceptor on bronze, which is enough for me. This is how I like to make it. I'm not spamming square, so I don't need high steal. I got high perimeter on this build. Now block, you're going to get 68 block because you're going to get the most reliable badge in the game. Low-key, my favorite badge in the game, high flying denier. This build is crazy. Like 68 block with this badge, you're going to be pinning stuff off the backboard. Listen to me. I promise you, you're going to be slapping people's shots off the backboard with no problem. On to the rebounding, you're going to get 60 offensive rebound. Now, y'all know I don't usually go offensive rebound, but I wanted to make sure this build got rebound chaser, and I couldn't get it with defensive rebound because it was too expensive apparently. But with the extra points I had, it was able to get me 60 offensive rebounds. So I got box out beast and rebound chaser, and we still got 52 defensive rebounds. So you'll be able to grab a board. I do like that. I was pretty happy with that. On to the physicals, you're gonna get 80 speed. Kobe was not super fast, but he wasn't super slow either. I think he was average, so I do like the 80 speed. Now, young Kobe was moving. I ain't even gonna lie, young Kobe was moving. But still 80 speed is pretty good, and then you get 80 agility to go with it. You're not the quickest, but it's still pretty high. I like it. I think it's good still. A lot of people aren't going to agree with this. They think you need to have high speed. Once again, look, first off, I don't make builds for other people's validation. So if you're thinking this is trash, that's your opinion. I think this is good enough, especially for the type of game or play style this build is presenting. 80 speed, 80 agility is enough, bro. It's perfect. Strength, you're going to get an 85. Now, I went with 85 because I wanted immovable enforcer on gold, and I wanted to make sure I had strong handle. You're going to get a lot of good strength badges with having 85 strength. You're going to be a stronger player, be able to overpower most guards because they're not putting a lot of strength on their builds. Now, once again, this is something you could take points from and put them in different places if you wanted to. My suggestion, the two main spots, if you're going to take points from anywhere, are perimeter defense and strength. And last but not least, if you're going to take points from anywhere, you could take 2 down from driving dunk to an 87. Those are the 3 places I would take points from to put attributes in different places. But this is how I like the build. So this is how I made it. Last but not least, we got 78 vertical. Gotta have the 78 vertical so you get some good contact dunks. I'm going to get you a lot of dunk packages with this. You're going to get posterizer silver also. I think the attributes on this build are fire. Get some really good badges. We're going to hit continue and see what shades we get. And we get shades of D Wade, Mikal Bridges, and Lugens-Dortz. Now, I think a lot of those come because of how high the defense is. But D Wade is the closest to a Kobe Bryant archetype. And when I was making this build earlier, I was tweaking it around a lot, and I kept getting Kobe Bryant in some of them. But for this build, how I have it made now, I just couldn't get Kobe Bryant. So we got the 2-way inside the arc creator. I think it's a fire build. You guys let me know how you feel about this build in the comment section. Is it fire? Is it trash? If you think it's trash, don't just say it's trash. Tell me why it's trash. Grade in this build, A to F on it being Kobe Bryant. I want to give this build, low-key, I'm gonna give this build an A. I think this build is very, very close to Kobe. The only thing that would make it an A+ is if it had a higher 3-ball. I'm not gonna lie. I would just give it a higher 3-ball. Now, being able to use this build in all game modes, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s, A+. You can take this to the 1s court, you're gonna be a problem. You can take it to the 2s, you're gonna be a problem at the 1. You can take it to the 3s, you're gonna be able to play the 1 or the 2. And you can take it to the 5s, you're gonna be able to play the 2 to the 3. And low-key the 1 if you really, really need to. The build is perfect for all game modes. It's a wonderful build. Kobe Bryant, like I said, let me know how you guys feel about this build. That is all I got for you guys today. Be on the lookout for more build videos, build reviews, and then my tier list of the Pro Tune builds. Be on the lookout for those. Make sure you got your post noties on. Hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Just please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and turn on post noties. You don't want to miss out. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.